Hi there, welcome to my channel. We are doing cusp readings, so welcome. If you're looking for a cusp reading, you came to the right place. Let's see. So, we will be doing Taurus-Gemini. Taurus-Gemini Cuspers. This is for you and the person that you're thinking about for December 2019. I am doing cusp readings because I'm a cusper and I just find that it's really nice to see something that could be a bit more tailored and specific, and there's not a lot out there. So I'm hoping you enjoy. Let me know. Taurus-Gemini, what's going on? Forever you have somebody for whomever you have in mind. This is popping out. You may have a fresh new start, a new beginning that you're hoping to make. You may have just made a fool out of yourself. Taurus-Gemini, let's see what's going on. These are going to all be read in the upright first round, and then I clarify, okay? You are coming into this period in the energy of judgment. You see your person, Three of Wands energy. You feel about them, the Moon. They're coming into this period, wow, as the Hierophant. They see you, Six of Cups. Lovely. They feel about you, Five of Swords. Something went down because of this feeling about each other. Energy is kind of questionable here. Yet, the energy between you is the Three of Cups. Potential obstacle is the Page of Swords. Potential advice, interestingly, is the Knight of Swords. Potential outcome is the Four of Wands. Excellent. Bottom of the deck, energy that you may not really be completely aware of that's pervasive to this time frame for you and your person is the Star. So some kind of hopeful and healing energy. So we like that. We definitely like that. We'll take it. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. So let's go around and read it once through, and then we'll do some clarifying here as well. So you're coming into this period, Taurus-Gemini, like you are, I'm going to say right out of the gate, I see confusion. I see that you both potentially have some love here and some hopefulness, and there's a relationship. It's an actual relationship that I think you've started or are in. The energy that you're bringing into this mix is one of like you've gained a certain insight. You might be willing to give something another chance despite some difficulty, and you've gained a certain insight about it. And yet there's an up and down nature and a bit of a confusion because you coming in with the energy of judgment, like you've had an insight about something, you want to maybe give something another chance, but the way you feel about your person is the Moon. So they could be driving you a little crazy. You could be up and down about it. You could be sort of confused about it. That kind of thing. So basically, that's kind of energy that you're in. About your other person, but you see them as in the Three of Wands. You see them as maybe having their back to the situation recently because they're looking outward to see where their future is. They're kind of sending their ships out a little bit in that phrase of trying to see what will come back to them. So that means they're taking control over their situation. In doing so, they may have needed to kind of pivot their back toward the relationship. They are kind of a traditional person. They're in the energy right now of the Hierophant. They might be also, I think you're both. These are both very judgmental energies. Yours might be more around a decision and an insight and a second chance. Theirs is a little more judge-y. If someone's very caught up in the Hierophant energy, they could be sort of judge-y. Although they have a fondness toward you, they see you as the Six of Cups. They see you as sentimentality and loving and innocent with them. They feel about you some kind of a conflict, and I do see this as a conflicted reading for sure. They feel about you that there's been some kind of recent battle, agenda. Yet the energy between the two of you is this Three of Cups. Like, again, that there could very well be a reconciliation, a come together, a lightness, a go out, reconnect, because the obstacle has been communication, truth, being able to do that. And the advice is, come in, make it happen, speak, truth, communicate. So some blockage needs to be bursted through, and the ultimate outcome during this period is the potential of more stability in the Four of Wands. That's a beautiful thing. And then there's some healing and hope at the undercurrent of this. So they see you as being a sentimental one. They see you as maybe leaning toward having a recent insight or wanting to come back together with them. They're a bit harder to crack the code on, I think, and they're a bit more, this is maybe representative of the fact that they're already in a relationship with you or somebody else. Or they're just being kind of stringent to society's rules or rules. Let's see what's here. Okay, why is Judgment here? Why are you in the energy of Judgment? Because you're coming out of a loss and feeling stuck on manifesting. No, you're coming out of a loss and you feel the ability to manifest. And that's where you're getting the insight that there's more that can happen here in a positive vein, that you can create, that you have everything at your fingertips to make something happen. You see, it's the person, though, your person may have turned their back. Why do you see them as kind of turning their back? Because they're at a decision juncture. And maybe you did extend an offer that they didn't accept. So they may have done some blocking recently. That could be what a conflict has been about. It's gotten you kind of crazy and emotional and fearful and on the defense. You're on the defense about this offer not coming through, about them not really extending themselves. And they are being a bit standoffish, I think, and rigid. That's what I'm feeling. Because, again, another Page of Swords. They want some truth. They're feeling hurt, too. They want some truth around why you might be bitter or cutting something out. So I don't know if they know that you're willing to give this another chance. I don't know if they know that. They see you as Six of Cups and that you might be running away from this situation. Releasing something. They see you as releasing let me just clarify this again. I think they're trying to understand why you would block their offer. Seems like you've put up some boundary that they're trying to understand, and that makes them feel confused, fearful, and a bit combative, like you guys are still in an argument, and I don't know if you really even are. And they're kind of licking their wounds. They're going back to escape the scene and lick their wounds and kind of leave the scene a little to gain more stability, I think. Yet you have the energy of the Three of Cups together. There is something being held back, lack of victory, and lack of working on it. You guys need to work harder at this, both of you. Or there's a lack of victory because someone's working at their work really hard and not putting enough energy into the relationship. There's a secret. There's something being withheld. And it needs to be uncovered. And that's why the obstacle is the Page of Swords, because there is not clear communication. There's not an effort for that message and communication to come through. 10 of Pentacles. There's a family situation that wants to come together and be less. There wants to be a fulfillment and abundance and a coming together. And I think both of you or at least one of you, has that message that they want to convey and is not conveying it. Or there's a truth around that and it's not being revealed. There's a truth that needs to be revealed. And the advice is somebody just needs to come in and talk. It's like, get off the dime. Find out what's going on. Drop the nonsense. Drop the chaos. Focus. And again, you see them as the Three of Wands. Three of Wands in reverse means not having expectations, dropping the ball, not having expectations, being in fear around it, is why there's not a communication right now. The potential is the Four of Wands outcome, though, for you. And the Four of Swords needs to happen, so a break and some stability and a let go of the hurt, because that's what's keeping a bit of a friction going. Somebody or both of you still feels hurt. So there needs to be a step back on that to kind of put a salve and an ointment on whatever is still, an irritation in the relationship, so that ultimately there can be healing, because there's been an injustice. And maybe, somebody does need to apologize here. So that seems to need to happen. And there is a bitterness that needs to be soothed over. So in order to heal, you need to kind of air. I think there needs to be some communication and the airing of any grievances and hurt that has still not been healed. But you have a foundation, have a desire collectively to come together, I do think. I do think that there might be a timeout needed for the two of you to step back and evaluate that, but there needs to be communication right after that. Sorry, that's not good. Communication right after that. So yes, you can step back, but then you're going to really need some communication. This is a soulmate situation that's asking you to really, step up. Yes, this is your soulmate. That means there's a learning that needs to happen here. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Honeymoon. Wow. This Four of Wands could be in the future. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Holiday time is coming up. So there's a lot of good stuff coming. I think that both of you need to kind of get off the dime very soon. Clearly decide what you want. Have a clear intention. Don't have an unclear intention. If you have an unclear intention, you'll create an unclear future. You have fear around this because you're feeling the moon toward them. And they've probably given you good reason to feel that way. So you need to get to the truth. You guys need to communicate. I'm really feeling that strongly. Because you can be in your own worlds. We go off in our own worlds and nothing gets settled, and things actually get worse the longer that goes on. Something needs to break here. Page of Earth. An offer needs to be made. Something, at least a little bit of an offer. Somebody needs to kind of meet in the middle. Page of Air. Page of Swords. Again, this is like probably the third time we saw the page. Page of Swords, Page of Swords, Page of Swords. These are two pages bringing messages, communication, and Ten of Air. So yeah, there's the Ten of Swords over this betrayal and the Nine of Wands and a bit of defensiveness. So we need to communicate about why there's been this betrayal, why there's been some, hurt, and there may be some defensive energy, but there needs to be communication. I'm really feeling it. And the Eight of Cups, some inner searching. And you've got the Eight of Cups in your energy as well. So, yeah, there's some good potential here. Looks like that's pretty clear to me. In order to assuage the fear and the hurt, there needs to be some communication here. So I wish you well with that. I'm going to end it here. And I wish you a really great holiday season and hope to see you soon.